Okay. Hello, welcome back to one more interview. And today I'm very happy to have Laurie Pottmeyer with me. Hi, Laurie. Nice to meet you here.
Thanks for having me.
It's day 3 here at the venue. And for all the people who may not know you, I think it's not possible, but please introduce yourself once for the people here.
Sure. My name is Laurie Pottmeyer, and I'm a senior product manager with Microsoft Teams. I'm the community lead, and I sit within engineering. So my job is really to make sure that our community, our customers are connecting with engineering and making sure that we're listening to people, that we're continually improving our product based on what people are saying.
I think this is a great information because I always tell our customers and people and all the users, you can get feedback to the product team. Yeah, and it's also we as MVPs, we have a direct contact, we can give feedback. And so this is one thing, just because I hear it right now, give feedback to the people of Microsoft, give feedback within Microsoft Teams on the left bottom. You have a feedback button.
Within the client, you can absolutely click that feedback button on the left bottom. And then you can also go to ecs.events Teams feedback. And that link is going directly to our feedback portal where you can vote on items that other people have already submitted or submit your own. And the important thing there is really to make sure that you're sharing the context of what you're asking for. Give us information, not just we want the button to be red, but why? How does that impact? Because that helps us when we're going to our engineers and saying, hey, customers are saying this. This is why. That's really important for us to know.
Yeah, and I think this is a great information because many people think, okay, when I write something there, no one will read it. No. It is the way you read this, what is said there.
Absolutely.
And this helps, yeah. So give feedback on this, but this was not the topic for today. We want to talk.
Good plug, though.
Yeah, but I think this is important to know that there happens something when you give feedback. We want to talk about Mesh and a little bit about AI, of course. And Mesh because there was a new announcement on the build. Yesterday.
This has been a really big week. It's good timing, really, for everything that's going on with Teams. Things are really busy. Last night, yesterday was Build, and there were some exciting announcements. So as it relates to Mesh, the custom avatars that everybody's seen for a long, long time are now GA, or general availability. So that's really exciting that everybody's able to use those now. So that was the first thing. And I'm excited about the avatars. My avatar, I think, is really ugly.
Why?
So because my avatar does not have straight long hair, because that is not an option right now, which I know the team is working on, creating additional hairstyles and everything else. But right now, I cannot make that avatar look close enough to me that I'm comfortable with. So I'm not using it a lot. I'm testing and having fun with it, but I haven't used it much. What about you?
Yeah, I was a little bit irritated because I wanted to start making this avatar and started with I'm male or female, and there's no button male or female. You have to construct it on your own, till it looks like a man or a woman.
Okay.
Correct? Yeah.
In
the preview, it was like this way.
Sure.
And I also got the struggle with the hair, I think. So hair might be a problem with the avatars. I have a funny story on this because I had used the avatar once in a meeting, and was kind of strange. I was sitting there with my avatar on, first time, of course, it was fun and exciting. And then I had to stand up, go grab a coffee. And I go away, come back with a coffee in my hand, and still see my avatar sitting there. So this was a mind changer for me. You can sit in the meeting, but not sitting in the meeting. So this kind of things we have to learn how to use this avatar.
Yeah, and I do like the fact that you can sit there and eat at your desk. You can be having lunch. I don't want to promote multitasking and eating at your desk, but simple things like that maybe you wouldn't normally do while you're sitting on a meeting. At least you can do that with an avatar.
You know what I do always then? I sit like this. With my hands. Avatar might be better.
Nobody knows.
but you taught me before this interview that you got a use case for the avatars, and I was kindly excited because this is a great thing where you can use avatar. Please tell the people.
Yeah, in the keynote today, I told a story that I heard yesterday actually from Gavin, who is on the Microsoft team as well, and he shared about a customer that he works with in Africa, where the bandwidth is just really poor for them, and they aren't able to have video turned on with good quality. But because of the way Mesh Avatars works, he has been able to, with the customers, have been using avatars for a long time, and they feel much more included. They feel part of it because they're able to use their avatar, they're able to move around, show their, raised hand and thumbs up emoji, and feel like they're on video, like they're part of the conversation, and people can see them without having the problems with latency.
And they can see them in their avatar style. So maybe as they look in person, in real, as good as the avatar shows this, but it's more inclusive. And this is a great information. I think this is a great story because we always talk in Europe more about the problem. Okay, do I want to turn on my camera or not? Yeah, bad hairstyles or whatever. And this is a real solving problem, what you just taught us.
Yeah, it goes way beyond just, our personal appearance and the way, us wanting to use an avatar because we don't like the way that we look that day. So there's definitely use cases where I think it can be very, very beneficial.
Now we have the avatars, they are GA. So next question would be, what will be in the future? What is coming up there next to work together, maybe something like this?
Yes, well, it's really cool because now there's under private preview, you have the ability to create spaces that are much like your office or a conference center at an event or, any type of existing structure. You can now make your virtual environment and have people join. So this is really great for like onboarding new employees, or if you have a lot of virtual teammates but you want them to be part of the office experience, you can have your office set up in this immersive experience. So people are joining in the virtual office, but it looks like the in-person office. So that's nice.
The idea sounds really good. I'm very excited when we see it the first time. So let's see. This is what we are heading for, what's coming up next. So we take the steps one after each other.
Yes, there's a great video example of this in the blog that came out just yesterday. So have a look at that. It's really cool. It's actually an MVP that created this immersive space based on his own office in Japan, and that's the example in the blog. So really cool stuff being done there.
Pretty cool. So we're excited what's coming up there. And I'm also very excited about the topic AI. AI Copilot is transforming our life already, I think. And you just had a keynote, and some of your colleagues were there, and you talked a little bit also about the new technologies, also AI technologies. And we have the Work Trend Index. Maybe you have heard about it, the Work Trend Index, what we get every year, I think, every year or every 2 years, I think every year. And this year it's all around AI. And what I think is very special, we don't talk in the Work Trend Index about the technology itself, more about how does it transform our workday life, and what is happening to us. Are the people willing to use AI or not? You just before the interview just gave me a number. People are interested in AI.
I think it's 30% or something are concerned that it may take over their job or have feelings about that. But I think the important piece of that is that 70% of the people surveyed also think that they want to use AI. So it's, I think what the study shows, and that's really interesting, and there's a quote from Sachin that is that it's something that we're all, it's very top of mind. We're thinking about, what does AI mean to our job? What does AI mean to the workplace? And we're looking at it from a point of really making more time to be able to be more creative, to do more thinking, to do more planning, and to be able to do the work that we're not doing today because we're in meetings all the time and we're doing the busy work and we're just trying to get stuff done. And so people want to have that extra time, and AI is a great solution that enables us to make time to do that, to learn, to have time to learn, to innovate. If we're not learning and innovating and being creative, we're missing out.
Yeah, exactly. And what's also there, when I've heard the first time about Copilot, and we saw it in the videos you showed us, then I thought about a little witch. We have in Europe or Germany, I don't know if you have it also in America, the little witch Bibi Blocksberg. And she can, with magic, she can do everything. But she needs to know the prompt. Yeah. So with the prompt, she has to learn. She can do everything what you want in magic. So, and when I've seen the videos, what you can do with Copilot, I also thought about, yeah, you need to know the prompt. And in the Work Trend Index, there was a question for the leaders. So what do you think is important for the people to know? And one of the main things was the leaders expect you as an employee that you know when to use AI. And what the prompt is one of the last points in this Work Trend Index, in this questionnaire. So it's not important what is the prompt, it's more important when do I use
When do I use it? What's appropriate?
Yeah. And even second thing is, can you control it? Is it correct what AI gave us back? So is this the real thing? I used ChatGPT to ask who is Alexander Eggers, and it says I'm a mayor of my hometown. So of course I'm not. And so this was a little bit funny.
We think you're the mayor.
Yeah, maybe. So AI is coming. We won't stop it, and this is really good news. What we have there. You may announce. I think you announced some new things also in the keynote. We have some things, something that you want to share here with our customers.
Yeah, there's been a lot of demos that have been done this week. It's really exciting to see the different things that are coming out. I'm most excited about Intelligent Recap, which is a Teams premium feature. And Intelligent Recap is the feature that enables you to, within your meetings and the meeting recordings, go back and see what you missed. So you can see maybe if you were in the meeting, when you attended and when you left, so that you can catch the part that you missed. You can also see when somebody mentions your name, which I love that, because if I'm on vacation or if I'm unable to attend and things are happening and people are giving me action items or mentioning my name, I want to know where I was involved in that conversation so I can follow up. And then, of course, it has the meeting notes associated with that, right? So all of your action items and things that are associated with you, it will give you suggestions there. Or you can, of course, take your own notes. And it's, AI is interesting. It's a starting point. I've tried it out in PowerPoint for fun, just to see, Copilot, like, what is it going to do for me? And it's really interesting to see. It's not perfect, but I don't think we want it to be perfect. I think we still want to be people doing our own work. But what I love is that it's a starting point. The meeting notes, the action items, the meeting notes are incredibly accurate and the action items are very accurate from what I've seen. But there are some things that, you may just want to tweak or, that aren't exactly correct. And so you have the ability to edit all that. And same with when I've used it in other applications. It's not perfect, but it's a starting point. And that's half the battle.
It's always easier to look over a written text than look at a blank page and to start on your own. Yeah. So I think this is really the way. So unfortunately, Laurie, you are now in Europe, you are in Germany. And so I may ask you, can you say something about when do we get Intelligent Recap for German in Europe?
Yeah, Intelligent Recap is in preview. So we have the ability to use that in preview today. I don't have a specific date for you, but it is coming. And I think everybody will really enjoy that. It's not something that everybody is going to need. It is an add-on SKU. So it's not something that you're going to have for every employee in your organization in some cases. But for those that need it, it's going to be just superb. I'm excited.
Okay. So it's always when we do adoption for Microsoft Teams in companies, we have the desire part in this ADKAR model. Yeah, it's desire to getting, I want this. And I have to tell you, we see so many things around this topic, Copilot, and everybody here and also here on the menu is, okay, when do we get it? When do we get it?
I wish I knew when we were going to have Copilot. I asked, knowing I was going to be here this week, what can I say? And we don't even know internally.
Yeah.
You know, it's still so very early. Copilot is currently in a small, private, paid preview with select customers by invitation only. So we're in the very initial stages. Things are moving very fast, of course, but we hope that we'll be able to expand that as time goes on, but we don't have a timeline yet.
Yeah, yeah. But nevertheless, when we think 1 year back, no one thought about something like this.
It's
And
incredible.
in November, OpenAI came out and it transformed all our mindset, what we can do now. So, of course, we are very excited. And I really think it's going very fast to hear about Copilot so early after OpenAI announced what is possible. That's really, really great. So we're happy to have you here, of course, that you had time for our little interview. And we'll be excited what is coming up next for our daily work. And Mesh, of course, and also Copilot and AI will help us. So thank you very much that you have been here for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Have a great time here left in
Yes.
the European Collaboration Summit.
I
And
will.
tune in for more on the YouTube channel for more videos. And thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.